Ladies, we got a lot to discuss today. We got to go over to Chicago. We're going back to Chicago. We got to talk a little bit about earn your leisure. We're going to talk about earning your leisure. We're going to talk about financial freedom. I'm going to tell y'all and break down a story that's been shared on CNBC about a woman that's making over $210,000 a year, didn't even go to medical school. We're going to talk about all these since we talked about Walmart yesterday, but we got to get to the money. We got to get to the money. And the first thing that I need to understand before we start getting into the money is what is going on with my ladies across the country. All throughout my timeline, all in my email, everything that's popping up on my Instagram is saying that women are out here committing heinous crimes, doing some of the worst things that's ever happened to human beings that largely was reserved for men. That was a manly thing for y'all to be doing some of the crimes that y'all doing. Going up in people's houses, setting men up, shooting bus drivers and all of that. What is going on out here in these streets? Shout out to Daryl Plum. I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly. I know y'all feeling some type of way that we're going to be talking about Chicago today, but it's a reason. We're not even talking about the crime in Chicago. I might be showing some love to Chicago. You never know. But before we get to Chicago, I need to understand what's going on with my ladies. Ladies, there has largely been a reported uptick in crime from women that are being arrested for things that they're not supposed to be doing out here in these streets. Y'all committing crime, ladies? Or are we now starting to catch women committing crimes and we bringing them to the forefront of the congregation? Let me bring you over and to show you some of the things that's happening out here in these streets. This is over in Philadelphia.
10 o'clock news, I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Sheba Russell. Tonight, SEPTA's top cop confirming Fox 29's reporting that the accused killer of a SEPTA bus driver last week was previously known to SEPTA for prior incidents. Our sources telling Steve Keeley the latest happened just a few weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago, we got a report from a witness on SEPTA property at Erie Station involving a woman who produced a handgun out in the public.
Fox 29 News has learned that the accused killer of SEPTA bus driver Bernard Gribben was being investigated for being the same woman with a 9mm gun just 2 weeks before. First here at the SEPTA Erie subway station on the Broad Street line at 9:15 in the morning, October 10th.
So this monster, this black woman that killed this white man, oh, don't get mad at me for pointing out the race. I'm just telling you what it is that the news is telling me. They shared the information. They showing a profile. Walk like a man, carrying a pistol like a man, got arrested just the previous week. I guess Philadelphia is going in the same steps as Chicago and California, and that they got some kind of no bail system, because I can't understand why this woman is walking around free in the first place. This woman just got caught up with some pistol work on the previous weeks, and then she was still allowed to be out here running the streets. And then now it's a man that lost his life as a result of it. Let's continue. We're going to deep dive into this today.
SEPTA surveillance and witness descriptions obtained by Fox 29 News show nearly identical descriptions of Zontae Capers, matching the day of the murder, from the gun to the Crocs shoes on her feet. When police showed
these chicks out here walking around with Crocs on and pulling a pistol out. Hold on. Y'all out here walking around with Crocs on and pulling pistols out and taking people's lives without any kind of remorse. Is that a feminine thing? I thought that women were nurturers. Where did women start getting the balls to be able to pull off something like this? To walk up on a bus, a SEPTA bus, and take out a whole man that came out to make sure that he took care of his family? What the heck is going on out in these streets? So y'all out here committing crimes with Crocs on. Did y'all at least put the fast strap on the back of it? Somebody bought me some Detroit Crocs. I thought that they was absolutely awesome. And they said, Anton, if you put the backup on it, you can run faster. Who trying to run in Crocs? Y'all running out in Crocs? So this chick went out, put on some boy jeans, a boy hoodie, had boy hair, and then put on some Crocs with some stuff on it with her little decorations on the front of it, and she peels somebody muffin top back. Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? This is the culprit. Sport mode. That's what they call it. Not speed mode. I keep getting that wrong. I'm sorry. Crocs in sport mode. If you put the backup on your Crocs, they can go into sport mode and then you can apparently run faster. So she put her Crocs in sport mode and peeled somebody muffin top back. Is that what we doing over here in Philly?
Up, she was gone, but she left a 9mm bullet behind, found near the cashier booth here on the mezzanine level. That's the same caliber used to kill the bus driver 2 weeks later.
Jesus.
Police sources tell me she was then seen boarding the train before the police arrived at the station, and then getting off the train at the Allegheny station.
We dispatched police to that incident. She was gone upon our arrival, but subsequently the investigation produced a picture of a woman who in fact had a gun in her hand, bearing the resemblance of the offender in the homicide, and that's something we're looking into now.
Same description down to the Crocs.
Same general description, braids in her hair.
Fam. You can't be fitting the description of a person that's covering your face. Got arrested, 9mm shell casing and bullet was left at the scene of the crime that you committed 2 weeks ago, matching the same pistol that you walking around with, and you still got the same Crocs on, so you got the hoodie on, you got the braids on. Listen, by all means, they probably would have mistook her. Who knows what she identifies as? They probably would have mistook her as a man. So you walking around killing people with Crocs on. You know what I've also found? Ladies and gentlemen? Is that most people that commit crimes like this is not the first time that they did it. If you can walk in, plan it out, kill somebody in cold blood, and then walk away and plan it, chances are this is not the first time that you did it. This is the first time that you got caught. So we got women hitmen out here that identify as she, her, or sherzer. Most of the time, once a person get arrested, it is not the first time that they did it. It's the first time that they got caught. I'm telling you.
General appearance, weight.
I wonder if the black people feel bad about the white people's family, or do y'all think that this is revenge? Do y'all think that he had it coming because he just so happened to be white? Are we humans anymore, or are we just segregated and separated based off of whatever group you identify as at the moment?
We found a bullet that was either dropped or ejected from a handgun. We don't know. We recovered that as evidence. We're following up with Philadelphia Police Department and coordinating the value of that evidence for their case as well.
From there, though, on October 10th, police sources tell me she was then seen getting on a SEPTA Route 60 bus. And police sources tell me that bus driver told SEPTA police she sat on the bus with a gun between her legs before getting off the bus at Front and Allegheny.
She was on a bus. We're combing through reports from our bus operators involving any disturbances, involving somebody of that description. We're combing through that evidence now to see if anything else is out there involving this woman.
SEPTA Police Chief Lawson told me they also discovered 2 other prior violent incidents involving Zonte Capers on SEPTA when she was a juvenile.
We had contact with her in the past. It involved violence in terms of an assault. And so, look, those are things that we're going to have to look at going forward to see if there's anything we missed.
Steve Keeley, Fox 29.
So you've been a whole man your entire life. When you was a juvenile, I told you she been doing stuff all this time, riding the bus and just terrorizing people. Listen. Who rides the bus when they about to get off, looks at a guy, and peel their muffin top back and then get around and get away in their Crocs in sport mode? What time zone are we living in? What year is this? Is this 2023? I'm not sure what the heck is going on out in these streets. Now we got women that's basically getting away and doing some of the most egregious things in sport mode. That's not what Crocs was made for. That's not what the back of that strap was made for. We living in the end of times, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's take it over to the West Coast, over to San Jose. Let's see what they got going on over there, and then we gonna evaluate it.
Brazen, that is how neighbors are describing a bizarre home invasion robbery in San Jose, and it was caught on camera. The elderly victim says the robbers sweet-talked their way into her home and then pushed their way out with their safe. NBC Barry's Damien Trujillo is in that neighborhood with the very latest.
Neighbors say the robbery is very troubling. 3 women in broad daylight, and they feel the suspects were casing the neighborhood. You're about to witness a crime. Surveillance video shows 3 women talking to an elderly couple on Story Road in San Jose on Saturday. The couple's grandson, Josh, tells us the women asked if they could cut some flowers from the couple's garden. Then, while the suspects distracted the grandfather, the 3rd woman appeared.
Look at her. This is her. This is her. They come in all colors, all shapes, and all sizes. All colors, all shapes, all sizes. They speak English, French, Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, Portuguese, all of the geese, Swahilis. They speak all languages. They come from all backgrounds. And what I'm trying to tell you is that this is the reason why we need to be equal accountability partners, because these people are out here doing some of the most egregious things. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Don't be fooled thinking that just because she may be from another ethnic background that they gonna not finesse you and try to make sure that they run up in your crib and do some of the things that's the worst for you. Don't be fooled when you go to the bar and you think, man, this woman is really feeling me and this is really my night. Nah, she's setting you up and she about to drop your location to one of her homeboys that's going to come in and do some of the things that's the worst for you, when you're going to wake up in the bathtub with ice on you and you ain't going to have no organ. You're going to be missing a kidney. You know what I'm saying? It's bad out here.
Appears to go inside, and minutes later, after a short struggle, pushes past the couple, carrying the family safe.
It's very outrageous that they would do in broad daylight and to do with a smile on their faces, knowing that they're taking away from those who can't defend themselves.
San Jose police aren't saying much other than the investigation into the Saturday robbery is active and ongoing. The couple's grandson says there was more than $10,000 inside the safe.
They're just shocked that it happened, that they've been living here for more than 25 years, and when they first came here, they said it was much different than how it is now.
I did a show yesterday, or I did a video yesterday that I dropped, and I'm going to be going in tonight on Wednesday night after I get back from the game, because I'm going to be at the Pistons game. And shout out to Taurus. I'm going to be reading that Cash App shortly. I did a video yesterday that I dropped on the Anton Daniels channel, and I was telling black people, and I said, listen, it's over. It's over. And I wasn't just speaking to black people, but I was using black people as an example in order to illustrate my point, and that you can't run away from it anymore. There is nowhere that you can go. See, once criminals realize that they can travel, I think that over the next 10 years, as we continue to release these FBI data and statistics, it's going to show you that crime is not a crime based off of proximity anymore. It's a crime based off of opportunity. Let me say it again. Crime is not a crime of passion. It is not a crime of proximity. You're not going to be looking at data and statistics that says that crime is committed against people that look like you or close to you or next to you or anything like that. You're going to start to understand and realize that crime is crime no matter what, because they are following you in your luxury stores. They are running out to your neighborhoods. They stealing your Kias. And it don't matter where you live at, where you from, where you going, how much you had, what you look like, man, woman, child. They are all coming for you. They are going to show you. They are going to highlight why they are doing it to you. They are not going to have any remorse. They're not going to have any sympathy. They don't see you. They don't understand you. They're not looking to hear from you. They're not looking to negotiate. They don't care how much your mama made, where you from, how much you had, where you came from. Whether or not we both black on black sides, black on the black side, on the white side, they don't care anything about it. The finesse is going to be the finesse no matter what. And no matter where you travel to, or no matter how much you think that you can get away, what people don't understand is that it's over as far as the proxy. See, I see a lot of people that say stuff like, and I read the comments and I knew what the comments was going to say before I dropped that video. And they said, Anton, ain't nobody trying to hear you, boss. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. I'm moving and I'm taking my family with me. And then what happens is you move out of the city, and then all of the people that see opportunity move into the city. They gentrify it and make it theirs. They make it safe. And then you complain that they didn't spread out far enough in order to make sure that they gentrified a place that you moved into that's now a hellhole because you took you and your friends with you. And because y'all got a little bit of PPP money, y'all ran out there, y'all made that neighborhood bad. Now that's getting robbed out there. And then you think that it's actually going to make you safe by moving further away from wherever it is that you are. Listen, Atlanta wasn't even Atlanta until everybody that wasn't in Atlanta moved to Atlanta and they called it Wakanda. Houston turned into Atlanta when everybody from Atlanta decided that they listened to a Drake song and Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, and then now they're over there in Houston. California wasn't like this. It was contained within certain communities. It's spreading out from Chicago, New York, Philadelphia. We didn't have this. Opioid crisis was tapping into everywhere. Florida, all of y'all ran down to Miami and you made it trash. Yeah. Little Haiti, Coral Gables, it's changing. Y'all think that y'all can run away from it. It's coming to you. They are chasing you. Listen, criminals are chasing you down. Until y'all start to get some control, I don't have to move out of the city. Now y'all running overseas and y'all ruining those communities. It's been reports. Oh, don't worry about it. We're going to bring it to the front of the congregation. It's been reports. It's been reports that in multiple different countries, including the Dominican Republic, oh, wow. Surprise. Thailand, Philippines, everywhere where everybody decided to get a passport and go to, y'all over there ruining it. Passport bros, you still taking you with you. It's some guys, a lot of people that's actually good people that go for the cultural norms or whatever, and they just so happen to get some box down there, cool. But you still taking your habits, your voting patterns, your mindset, and then you going over there and messing up their economy, getting finessed, bringing home a disease, and now you bringing an HIV over here to the United States of America when you come and visit your homeboy. Flat out. You can run, but you can't hide. Eventually, they are going to catch you.
Neighbors are stunned.
We need more security for all the neighbors. And
Scary?
yeah, because it's during the day, so sometimes we are alone at home.
They catching you in the daytime, Grandma.
Not to show her face, told me she believes the suspects knocked on her door first.
Some lady came over and says, "Oh, we like your plants. Can we buy the plants?" And said no.
No one was injured in the robbery, but the couple is very shook up. And the couple's grandson says he doesn't know how or if the suspects knew there was a safe in the house. You don't recognize them? I've never seen them before?
Never seen them, no recognizable faces. So because all our doorways were broken into, so they took a look into every room, it seemed like.
Tonight, the front gate to the family home is locked, with the family hunkered down inside, worried about what happens next, and hoping police find the suspects quickly.
It's going to get worse before it get better. It's going to get worse before it get better. Mark my words. The uptick in crime, especially from women, is getting out of control.